Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra January 16, 2023. With the moon in your solar house all day, the need to recharge and replenish yourself emotionally is strong. Some withdrawal can be helpful and therapeutic. However, you may not be entirely sure whether you want your space or want to be close to others, as Venus forms a square to Uranus today. People can be hard to please under this transit, including you. It may be that you need some refreshment or a change, and restlessness emerges if you aren't in touch with this need. Still, you could discover new and interesting ways to relate to one another. Releasing a burden can be liberating. Crack your knuckles and stretch. The cosmic weather is going to test you. Today, sweet Venus, our lesser benefic, is approaching a volatile angle with electric Uranus across the sky in your solar house of partnerships. This ensures that drama is afoot when it comes to your relationships. In fact, you may feel like your significant other is being spontaneous, chaotic, and entirely disrespectful to you, which provokes you to lay down the law. Do so with grace and honor rather than kicking them to the curb. It'll be better to discuss matters of frustration next week. Home and family matters could also be rocky at this time. You can make the right decision. Do not think twice or have second doubts about your ability to do the right thing with work during the last quarter moon in Libra. Find your inner balance once again to move forward at work. You may have to be especially focused on seeking peace, since there might be a little stress regarding your commitments when Venus in Aquarius squares Uranus retrograde in Taurus. The square will be your reminder to pick and choose your battles wisely to have a manageable work and life balance. In his first weekend in direct motion in your financial sector, and with his longest retrograde phase here in 8 decades behind you, the warrior planet of the cosmos has not only given money matters the green light, but this has awoken your financial passions and fighting spirit. Helping with this is support from Venus, the planet of money, and from today's intuitive and imaginative lunar vibes, all of which is helping to fuel your financial confidence. If you are in the mood to pamper yourself today, it'll be worth it to book the whole night at Chez Toi, aka your place. Get some exercise after work so that your body is truly ready for the depth of pampering you are about to subject it to. Have some light food on hand to enjoy while you spend the evening in your own private spa. Light candles, draw a hot bath or shower. Magnolia oil would be the perfect touch for physical and psychic cleansing. You might want to put aside your ambitious nature and enjoy this day. Remember that all work and no play makes a dull playmate. Well, if you don't remember it, eventually your friends and partner will. Take some time today to enjoy the fruits of your labor. There is no point in working constantly if you never plan on having a little bit of fun along the way. Without the fun time, you will lose out on more than business and financial success. While the moon is only passing through a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart, this invitation to slow down not only comes over the weekend but just as life has taken a busier turn. Whether on the job front or with whatever it is that keeps you busy, the conditions that were keeping the speed limit reduced are no longer there as of just the last few days. Before you move into what is likely to be a busy new week, today's nostalgic and reflective lunar vibes are encouraging you to make time to catch your breath or to hear yourself think. Like his friendly aspect to Uranus in your relationship sector earlier in the week, Mercury's friendly aspect to the North Node there now is a repeat. As Mercury spends his last weekend in retrograde motion in your communication sector, he continues to channel these remaining days into giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Venus in Aquarius squares off with Uranus retrograde in Taurus this evening. When these two planets face off, they encourage us to break free of romantic situations that are no longer working. It's time to embrace autonomy and choose to do what you want. No one can control you any longer. Realize that you are in charge of your own destiny. In your relationships, try not to be so forceful. Be careful not to act inappropriately. Give some careful thought to your conduct, as accommodating others is not easy for you. Do not expect so much of yourself or your body. Make wiser choices, for example, yoga instead of jogging, meditation instead of endless exercise. Relations and friends are having a hard time with you and vice versa. Put an end to this mutual feeling of frustration, be honest with yourself and consider compromising on some points. Talking to people to clear things up is also a big help. Regard today's negative atmosphere as an opportunity to resolve conflicts permanently. Alive to warning signals from your body, you notice how you're more stressed than normal. Build short periods of rest into your hectic daily schedule. Don't force yourself to exercise or unnecessarily stress your body. Don't waste your energy, use what you've built up wisely, create an oasis of calm for yourself. You make a lot of fuss about nothing. Every occasion you meet others, discussions and conversations appear to get out of control or at least aren't very friendly. These disputes really aren't about anything or indeed important. Avoid them as much as you can, retreat gracefully, practice being patient, even if it isn't easy for you. Never forget that other people cannot read your mind. If you don't feel well and are a bit annoyed with yourself, don't take it out on your loved ones. Take time to talk to them and listen to the advice of family and friends. The cosmic weather is quiet today until the afternoon, when the Libra moon trines Saturn in Aquarius, steadying our emotions. This is an ideal aspect for getting to the bottom of something. Though we are not in an especially investigative mood, we have the disposition to hold two truths in our minds at once. This objective lens is invaluable. Others might seek us out for advice, or we could be asked to mediate a dispute between friends or loved ones. Everyone will walk away from the dilemma feeling as though justice has been served. Don't waste your time on minor matters. Your business instincts are well honed today, so use them to concentrate on what's important. Make the investments you need to and profits will soon come your way. Buy yourself something, because these favorable circumstances are truly a reason to celebrate. Following this, Venus in Aquarius squares off with Uranus in Taurus, prompting surprise upsets in relationships. This transit stirs up erratic energy with loved ones. We may suddenly realize that our current partnership parameters aren't working for us anymore. We desire change and novelty. We want variety and excitement. This aspect does not foreshadow breakups, but if a union has been on shaky ground, it will exacerbate the tension. Even if a breakup does not occur, some changes must now be made to prevent us from falling into stagnant ruts where we come to resent another for limiting our freedom. If a relationship begins under this influence, it is likely to be thrilling but short-lived.